And thank you for watching Atlanta & Company. I am Rashan Ali. The entertainment industry can be a rough place, I definitely know, but our next guest's hard work and determination in the music industry has led her to become one of the music industry's top music executives. Joining me today is Shanti, and her new book, Hip Hop Professional 2.0, brilliantly details the way to navigate your way through the crazy world of entertainment. It's so good to see you, Shanti. Thank you so much.
To be here.
Yeah, for being here.
Thank you so much. And you know I'm proud of you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. You know, guys, Shanti and I met Shanti when I was 23 years old, right out of college, just having come from being Left Eye's personal assistant.
Yes.
She was a big-time exec at like Face Records. I was an assistant, but to watch her as an example in this music industry, or this industry period, was just so humbling, and I'm just so happy that you've transitioned. But we got to talk about that time in the industry. You're very instrumental in the careers of Outkast and Usher, just to name a few. How did you get started in the music business?
Well, I caught the music bug early on, and I started hanging out and volunteering at V103 when I was in high school. And then I attended Syracuse University, and I became an on-air disc jockey and got my first job at Capitol Records the summer after my sophomore year.
Wow.
And upon graduation, I heard that L.A. Reid and Babyface had set up shop in Atlanta, and so it's all about keeping these great relationships. And so the gentleman that hired me at Capitol was consulting for LaFace and recommended me for the job, and the rest was history.
Yeah, you were promotions in the promotions department.
I was.
At first, and like beating the pavement and breaking records for people.
Hat to the back, baggy clothes.
Yeah, that's so funny. And so we talk about Outkast and you really being instrumental in their lives. I mean, you were the one that said, hey guys, this is going to be a movement in hip-hop in general. Take us back there when you saw something special in Outkast.
It was such a wonderful time. You know, they're celebrating their 20-year anniversary, so shout out to Big Boy and Andre. You know, it was just a new sound for Southern hip-hop, and we did so many shows, hole-in-the-wall clubs, colleges, as you know, we came to FAMU to perform for your school. And it wasn't easy at first because, you know, hip-hop was born out of New York City. And so for these two really cool guys from the South to have this new sound, you know, taking the world by storm definitely wasn't easy, but we fought and we persevered. And I remember in 1995 being at the Source Awards and Outkast winning Best New Rap Group.
Oh, yes.
And Dre got on stage and was like, the South got something to say, and that really opened the door for so many other MCs, you know, like T.I., Luda, and those guys to come behind them.
What are some of your best accomplishments, your greatest accomplishments? I mean, you have so many.
I mean, you know, I just look back at my career, and it's a real blessing to get promoted from every record company that I went to thereafter. It's a true blessing to be able to, you know, just work with so many wonderful people like L.A. Reid, Sylvia Rohn, having a mentor like Kevin Lau. So I was very fortunate to have some really great mentors in the business.
So for people who don't know, who are some of these great artists that you were able to work and break?
Oh, I worked, as you mentioned, with Outkast very early on in Usher's career. I did all of his promotional appearances and performances. Big part of TLC doing their promotions and then their marketing on fan mail. I did the Crazy Sexy Cool tour. I worked with Tony Braxton. And when I moved to New York City, I got to work with Lyfe Jennings, Vivian Green. I even worked the Prince album, the Musicology project, which was probably one of the most exciting times of my life.
Awesome. So what made you write this book? You could have just left all of this or kept all this information for yourself. Why do you feel like it was so important for the world to know about the music industry?
I think once I became executive vice president of Motown, I was trying to figure out what I could do to really give back. And so I started speaking on a lot of panels at various colleges like Princeton and NYU and Syracuse University, which is my alma mater. And my girlfriend, Dr. Cherry Carrier, was like, you should write a book. You know, you're doing all these panels, you know, become a published author so that you can do so much more. And I didn't think I could do it. And so about 3 years ago, I sat down and wrote this book. And 2010 was when I first released the first version of the book. And so now here I am, you know, 3 to 4 years later with the new book. And I just really want to give back as much as I can to help the young generation. Because I think there are some misconceptions there about the business. And the millennials sometimes have a sense of entitlement.
Oh, my
goodness, and I want them to know that it's nothing wrong with working hard. You know, this overnight sensation, you know, it sounds really cool, but you want to really be known for your hard work. And just to really put the time in so that you can feel like that accomplishment is worth it.
Why did you lyrically title each chapter?
Because I'm a hip hop fan.
Yeah.
You know, I got my start in the hip hop business. You know, my book isn't just about the hip hop industry, but it was a fabric of me and of my culture. And so I just wanted to put a really cool spin on some of the songs. Like one of the new chapters that I wrote, you know, this version has 7 new chapters. And so one of the songs I really loved is Started from the Bottom Now Here by Drake, which we all love. And so that chapter talks about how I started from the bottom. But I didn't get here by myself, and I was walking by faith and not by sight. And God has been a really big, important part of my life and my accomplishments in the business.
And you talk about walking by faith, and now you're transitioning, or you have transitioned into an entirely new world of philanthropy. Can you tell us a little bit about what you're doing on the philanthropic side?
Yes, it's been amazing to be able to come back home and give back to my community. And, you know, the music industry and entertainment overall is just such a flamboyant industry, and it's so much money there. And I just want people to understand and not lose focus of why we're really here, and that's to help others. And so, you know, I do a homeless feeding with the Atlanta Mission. I do great work with the Genesis Shelter here. I partner with the United Way on their shoebox campaign. I am doing a book drive this Saturday because I want to start some after-school reading programs. So I just, you know, I focus on really small philanthropic efforts that have a direct effect on the community.
Good.
And my goal right now as a hip hop professional is to become a global thought leader, inspiring the professional development of young adults with an emphasis on women.
I love it. I love it. And good luck with, I see that you're doing like a clothing line for the Hip Hop Professional 2.0 as well.
Yes.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It's a real movement.
Yeah.
And it's about inspiring, mentoring, and just really helping these young kids to be the best they can be.
Good. And that's what it's all about. Shanti, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, and congratulations to you again.
Thank you very much, and you as well. It goes both ways, all right? Thank you so much. For more information about Shanti and Hip Hop Professional 2.0, log on to thehiphopprofessional.com.